Pasig para nang matagal, rather another great project for Senator Manny Pacquiao.
But that is one of the struggles for leagues, no, here in our country, seeing as some of our islands are separated by water. Logistically, magastos talaga na pumunta back and forth from Cebu to Manila, Mindanao to Manila, Davao to Manila, wherever. Yeah, most of the leagues, of course, most of the major leagues are based here sa Manila. So what the junior Mpbl is trying to do, of course, talagang doon na sila magsiset ng base sa Mindanao para, of course, walang time or resources para pumunta dito. Well, tayo na yung lalapit sa kanila, and for us to be able to give them a platform to show their abilities.
And we'll talk about that more after this nature spring timeout called by Coach Jake Cruz and company. As they're up by 6 points, a minute and 20 remaining in our second chapter. We'll be back for more action.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Back to the action here, a minute and 20 remaining in Chapter 2. 6-point lead for the Servants. Gaitos outside, inside to Soliano, to the other side. Roldan gets it to go from Rainbow Country.
For players like Roldan, Gaitos, Hinogin, you really just have to be ready to shoot once your teammates find you.
Speaking of being ready, that's CJ Macias escaping for 2 points.
And it all started on defense. CJ Macias putting in work, getting that steal from half court, finishing it off by himself.
Molina to Buhay, nowhere to go. Buhay trying to find an open teammate. Traveling violation called on him.
Moving his pivot foot. Our eagle-eyed referee seeing everything on the floor right now. Buhay could not believe it, but he did move his pivot foot just a little bit, and of course, traveling yun.
42-31. Just like that, Pasig with an 11-point advantage. Cruz, Gaitos, yeah, inside against Cuatro Cruz. Gets blocked by Cuatro Cruz. In transition, Suklan loses the basketball. Gaitos redeems Pasig. Macias, another steal. That was Morales getting it back. And then Molina, the pull-up jumper in transition is good.
The last shot time now for Pasig with 7 seconds remaining. Not sure if David Cruz is aware of the time.
Gaitos for 3. Not that time. And that's the end of our first half, 42-33. A 9-point lead for the Pasig Servants. A while ago it was 11 after that 5-point run, courtesy of Roldan's 3-pointer and Macias. Nevertheless, end of our second chapter. We'll be back for more action. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao'S
I could have just passed that ball, no? And they would have avoided that turnover.
Hinogin up top. Anabu has it. At the right side, to the left side, Bayani. On the left low post.
Coming from Zamboanga in back-to-back possessions. First on 8-second violation. This time already getting the rebound. No white shirts around them at all, but still losing that ball.
Let's see if Pasig can make them pay. Hinogin at the left side of the arc against Moctimar. He'll fire for a three. It's Jeffy time for the Servants.
I like the way this guy plays, no? Just all business, no nonsense. Jeffy Hinogin always leaving it all out there on the floor. And just like that, it's already a 15-point lead.
He get 9 points and counting for Jeffy Hinogin. Meanwhile, Lloren drops it. Great fight to Morales, but he fumbles the shot. Possession will stay with Zamboanga. Another look at that Jeffy Hinogin three-point shot. Sank. Moctimar for a three. Unable to answer back with his own three-pointer. Anabo handling the leather. Behind the back dish, Hinogin has it. Bayani at the left corner. Attacks right. What a move! But that's going to be a traveling violation.
No. Bayani thought no one would notice, no, but that was an easy call to make.
Bayani in disbelief, nevertheless. Zamboanga with a chance to trim the lead. Buhay to Moctimar. He's up against Gaitos. The spin move. Moctimar. Great defense from Gaitos. And here comes Benedict. Drops it to Hinogin. Jeffy Hinogin taking flight.
I'm telling you, this combination of Gaitos and Hinogin is very effective. They might be on their size, no? Pero yung energy na binibigay nila, ang hirap palitan nun.
A big insurance earned by the Pasig Servants is 66-49. Nature Spring timeout called by Coach Bridget Roma. Another look at that transition lane. It's Jeffy time for Pasig. We'll be back for more action.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Back to the action here. 3 minutes passing by in Chapter 4. Again, a big insurance earned by the Pasig Servants. 66-49. The 17-point lead in favor of them. And so far, 11 big points. Jeffy with the heavy lifting. Zamboanga, though, still in time to make something happen. Cuatro Cruz. The pick from Lloren. Buhay has it. Lloren again outside. He attacks right. Fades away. That's money for J. Mark Lloren.
Well, they have about 6 minutes and some change to try and save their season.
Jeffy for three. No good for Jeffy. And a push will be called on Raj Soliano.
Soliano saying that Cuatro Cruz flopped on that last box out. Nevertheless, ball will go back to Zamboanga.
Here goes Zamboanga. Molina back in the game. Cuatro Cruz. Lloren. Putting on the moves. Will lose it. Ball on the floor. Lloren fighting. Bodies on the floor. The Pasig Servants will get possession. And another look. You gotta love the hustle and effort coming from Jeffy Hinogin. So Gaitos will be the one to bring it out. 15-point lead for the Servants. Benedict Soliano at the low post. Cuarto Cruz containing him. Drops it to Bayani. 2 more points for the Servants.
That was great interior passing. As soon as Soliano saw that double coming, he saw Bayani with the inside position on his man.
Cuarto Cruz attacks Anabo. He puts one up. Good defense from the little beast. Nevertheless, 12 seconds to shoot as we take another look. Bayani, short stab against the much smaller Muktimar. This time, another fight for the basketball. Gaitos winning that one. Benedict, no look pass. Hinogin, oh my goodness! Nagkape pa sa ere si Jeffy Hinogin. But it's back with Zamboanga. They're not missing any time. Loren unfazed, gets it to go. You gotta love the composure of the Sikat.
Russell Bayani getting a foul on Cuatro Cruz on that last box out.
Over 5 minutes remaining in Chapter 4. It's back to a 17-point lead for the Pasig Servants. Hinogin now with 13 big points. Hinogin dancing, drops it, Anabo. 2 more points for the Pasig Servants.
Breaking down the defense was Hinogin with a terrific pass at the last second. Didn't make much of an impact in the first half, but coming to life here in the second half.
Buhay with a miss. This time it's Gaitos. Almost losing it. Finds Bayani. He's up against Loren at the right corner. Outside again, it's Benedict Gaitos. Anabo. Bayani for the 3. Gets to the goal. The former MVP with a 3-point shot. Over 4 minutes remaining. Loren with the basketball. Goes to work. The pick from Buhay. Loren able to draw a foul. So far, 17 points and counting for J. Mark Loren, doing the heavy lifting for Zamboanga. We'll take another look at that 3-pointer by the former 18 and under MVP. So that will earn J. Mark Loren 2 points. Rather 2 shots from the free throw line. First one won't hit. Second one on its way for Loren. 1 out of 2. David Cruz enters the game. Zamboanga with a full court pressure. Hinogin handling it up against Muktimar. Jeffy puts on the moves. Hinogin. Soliano unable to receive that ball properly. So they turn the ball over to Zamboanga.
Still mathematically possible for Zamboanga, but almost everything has to go right for them if they want to close this gap.
Loren tried to slice the defense. Will draw a foul, so possession going back to Zamboanga. The Sikat with 14 to shoot. Our officials reminding David Cruz to defend properly. He's up against Muktimar, looking to bother him big time. But he switch up. Loren. Molina has it. RJ Molina against Cruz. The pull-up. That's good, and the lucky bounce for RJ Molina.
Well, realistically, for Zamboanga to come back here, no, they would have to score on almost every possession and then limit itong Pasig, and that's a good start, hitting a basket and forcing a turnover on the other end.
That may be a sign of good things to come. Another look at that crossover pull-up move from RJ Molina. But still, this is a big lead for Pasig. Meanwhile, Cuatro Cruz losing it against Bayani. Muktimar limping.
Oh no, he was trying to cut earlier. And, not sure what happened. It looked like a non-contact injury. He slipped on that last play.
Meanwhile, Yoren stops, drops it to Muktimar, and he scores despite the sprain.
17-point lead for the Pasig Servants. Maybe a couple of baskets more would seal this game for them.
Muktimar playing through the pain, trying to guard Jeffy Hinogin. Jeffy looking to go to work. Foul called on Norbin Muktimar.
And that because of that slippage earlier, medyo ika-ika siya ngayon. No? He doesn't have his usual foot speed to stay in front of Jeffy Hinogin. That's why he will sit on the bench.
14 to shoot for Pasig. They have a big insurance ahead of them. Bayani. Up against Lloren. Russell going to work, dancing. Bayani the bump, sends it inside. Anabo the fake, another drop pass. Soliano, good defense from Molina. So that's a shot clock violation. Great defense from Zamboanga, but they have little time remaining.
It's not looking good, no? Honestly speaking, para dito sa Zamboanga.
Muktimar almost losing it. Hinogin completes a steal. Bayani, no defender inside, will lay it up and in.
There's still 2 minutes remaining, but I'd go out on a limb and say that that might be the icing on the cake.
Meanwhile, J. Mark Lloren has something to say about that. But still, they're down by 16 points. That's going to be a tough task. The 30 Malaga goes in exchange of Raj Soliano. Meanwhile, Pasig, another chance to seal the deal. Cruz, the pick from Anabo. Manu for 3. Won't hit it. Zamboanga another chance. Lloren aware of the situation as Bayani gets called for the foul.
And that will be 2 free throws for Lloren as Pasig is already in the penalty.
So let's see what Coach Britt has in mind for the next 1.5 minutes remaining. As we see S.J. Moore come back the game. Perhaps Coach J. Cruz wants to bring out the big guns to ensure the W.
You don't want to make any excuses for this Zamboanga team, but they are missing a lot of key players here in this game. And those absences are really being felt right now. We all know what they are capable of, being one of the top teams for the entire season. Pasig just taking advantage of their situation.
2 out of 2 for J. Mark Lloren. Has 23 points in this game, but it still won't be enough. Diamante, great fight inside. Malaga picks it up. That hurts for the Zamboanga Sikat.
That's probably going to do it with a 16-point lead with over a minute remaining. What more can you do if you're Zamboanga?
That is indeed true. As J. Mark Lloren scoring 23 points in this game. Norbin Muktimar had 13. Fritz Soplan had 9. Sambalad with 7. Juanto Cruz with 4. Everybody chipping in contributions, pero sobra lang talaga yung Pasig Servants. I believe that's 4 players in double figures for the Servants, namely Anabo with 14, Hinogin with 13, Diamante with 10. Meanwhile, S.J. Moore flying high.
Oh, we're just waiting for the final score here.
12 points now for S.J. Moore. And I guess that will do it. The Pasig Servants on the verge of going to the national finals. It's George Diamante being wise with time, burning some clock. David Cruz, no good that time, but they have the luxury of taking those shots. Looks like Coach J. Cruz and the company will call it a day. And I think that'll be our final score. 81-65, the Pasig Servants will advance to our national finals.
And what a way, what an emphatic win for Pasig to close this series out over the undermanned Zamboanga City. And Zamboanga has nothing to be ashamed of. They left it all out on the floor. Regardless of how many players they had in their lineup, they fought till the very end. And I'm excited for what's to come for them next season. But right now, Pasig moving on.
81-65. A big time Game 3 W for the Pasig Servants, and more importantly, they're going to the national finals.
And they are the first team to gain entry sa ating national finals. We'll see who they will face up against in our next game. Right now, congratulations to Pasig.
And coming up next is still another Game 3, but this time the North Division Finals. It's between the Batang San Juanites and the Caloocan JY Batang Kangkalu. Make sure to stay tuned to our post-conference after this game, hosted by Daphne Cristobal. But that's it for this coverage. Once again, this has been Cholo Pangilinan, Kyle Sanchez, and Daphne Cristobal. And this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao'S Jr. Mpbl D-Leauge.
Sa gustong gawin, isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Kabayad pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga.
Manny Pacquiao'S Jr. Mpbl would like to thank Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances,
Dorade Bolanang Pinoy, Don Benito's ang pambansang kasaba, Nature Spring, Pound for Pound Fitness, Pound Active, Jinky Skin,
The Hustle Club, embrace the struggle, believe in your hustle,
Red Dynasty Seafood and Hot Pot Restaurant, Winford Resort and Casino,